Hello and welcome back to Tyranny. I must say I'm really eager to find out that this Emilia storyline will be just a side quest or will it have serious implications. But it seems like Beric wants to talk about something, so let's just hear what it is.
It is rare enough that anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder?
My head hurts a little bit.
That is to be expected. I am no expert in arcane matters, but I understand that the will and commitment needed to shatter Kairos' magic are not resources in abundance. Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort.
Beric looks you up and down with appraisal, keeping any conclusions to himself.
What can I do for you?
Now we're good. So, entry?
That's twice now. By Kairos' icy nethers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Well, anybody can do it. Just think about the wording of the edict and you'll find Kairos has left options.
That's like saying winning a war is as simple as raising a giant army and making all the right maneuvers. Knowing what must be done and actually doing it, well, that's the dividing line between being a legend and being forgotten.
That's all for now. I'll just go to Emilia. In Sentinel Stand, I believe. Looks like we'll need to run a little bit to get to Emilia. Do we? No. Okay, never mind. We're right in front of the castle. Pretty good. Saves us a lot of time. Emilia! Dear, we come home! Dimitris, are you still here? Keeping an eye on her? Oh, come on, with your weapon drawn too? This is crazy. You have your weapon... Well, I understand that. Oh, shit. Hope I did. Hope I don't need 65 lore to do it. Fatebinder, have you come up with anything? Yes. We are definitely choosing this option after all that trouble. Tell me of the final days of the Stalwart campaign. They took my unit in a night ambush, killed our lookout and overwhelmed the rest of us before we could stage an organized counterattack. When they took me prisoner, I was the picture of disobedience the entire time and paid back much of the North blood they had spilled. They locked me up behind the walls of Sentinel Stand in isolation. I gave them no lack of trouble, so they left me to my cell. Stridus the Younger, the regent's son, he visited almost every day to check in and make sure my every need was seen to. Her brow furrows. In the Legion, they teach you what to expect of the South. Barbarians, savages, rapists. I hadn't expected to find civility. I continued to debate and banter with Stridus the Younger. He hated the North, and I the South. But beyond our prejudices, we discovered more in common than we suspected. Much more. I later learned that he suffered wounds at disfavored hands and died in the field. She takes in a deep breath and shakes her head. My Stridus, that was when I knew that the Archon of War had come for me at last. Shortly after, I heard an ironclad force assemble outside of the fortress. Had I a voice in the Legion, I would have told them to pull back. I was being treated with dignity, and we suspected that Kiros' edict would come in short order, not that any of my father's simpletons would have listened. You were in danger, and we came to your aid. How many hundreds of Northerners did we lose to the storm, only to hear this? Let's go on. The region comforted me in my isolation. We had both lost the man we loved, and in no time at all I realized that I was carrying his grandchild. She turns to you with a guarded look. You know the rest. Come on! That's just stupid. Abdicate your line. As Regent Mother, you have the authority. You must merely say the words. Hope reflects in her expression for the first time. Is it truly simple as that? A clerical formality to spare an innocent life? She huffs as much in surprise as derision. If this works, I owe you more than I can possibly repay. Here, the edict damaged this trinket, but you might still find it useful. I, Amelia, formally abdicate my daughter's claim to the regency of Stalwart, dissolving all ties, compacts, vassals, and holdings. We forfeit all protections and advantages given by the ancient bloodline. She pauses. Was that enough? Silence descends upon the hall. For a moment it seems as if the winds outside have halted their dance. A loud crash against the hall doors breaks the stillness. Outside, the storm begins to whip about furiously, sending dust and debris into the chamber. What? At first you think the force of arcane power dissipating is enough to carve the skin from your bones, sensation you attribute to the Edict of Storms, but it cools just as quickly. Oh yeah! Another one! Free the rule entry! What do you say about that? The winds buffeting the keep have abated. Outside, an eerie silence pervades the air, a stillness that hasn't visited Starboard for a long time. Oh, this is my place now? You can hear the very symbols that brought the Edict of Storms into being, each syllable proclaiming itself from a newfound corner of your mind. It would seem the Edict is now part of you. Thank goodness it worked. You spared my daughter, and here I had come to expect nothing but cruelty from the servants of Kiros. Amelia looks to the crib. Now we have a chance at what we might never have been. At what might never have been. A life outside these walls. Well, you know, they're still out to get you. My father can be severe and uncompromising, but I'll return to Ironheart and his protection, at least while the conflict persists. Hopefully he isn't so consumed by war that I can still appeal to him as a man and father. I always appreciated them more than the Archon. I regret none of the decisions I made to get here. We disagree on that much, but my daughter will be safe. The stalemate between the Unbroken and the Disfavored is at an end. A victory that can be measured in rings. Thank you, Fatebinder. I remain at Sentinel Stand to secure this location and send word to Ash of your excellent work. Okay, Dimitri's like that. Well, not exactly as much as I hoped for, but still a good ending. Well, we're taking your stuff.
Can't do that.
The keep is safe in our hands. Repairs are already underway. Okay, if you say so. Ash will wanna hear about what we've accomplished here. I hand back and oversee repairs of the defenses. What? Why are you just here right now? Well, whatever.
Can't do that.
Oh right, the insignia only protected me, right? Okay. Some loot? Do I want that loot? Do I care that much? Not really. Just go. Oh, you can go out that way. Then never mind that loot. I suppose we need to talk to Graven Ash. Stuff happened, Graven Ash. You might want to know about it. Wonder how how he will react to the news of Amelia alive, and
Sorry,
the Edict of
can't.
Storm is ended, and of course the library destroyed. Maybe he was just like, yeah, good job. The great keep of Sentinel Stand is ours. Oh, how will I relish tearing down every vestige of the Unbroken and burying the standard of that corrupt realm. This is a great victory of the disfavored. For the disfavored. What's more, we are delivered from the Edict of Storms. My runners speak of you in glowing terms. Though I instructed them specifically not to report on your deeds in too much detail, I wanted to hear it from no one but the source. I would know more about how it felt to stand in the center of storm as the Overlord's magic dissolved around you. You must be weary from your travels. I'm eager to hear your account, but I will understand if you still need to gather your thoughts. This is a joyous day, and I wouldn't spoil it with impatience. Okay, let's go over my success at Sentinel Stand. The seat of regents and the tarnished gem of stalwart. I have anticipated this, so tell me, what do you have to report? Stridus Herodin is dead. That is gratifying to hear. That carver spent too long crouched behind the walls of Sentinel Stand and deserved none of Kyros's mercy. The regent's family was inbred and corrupt line of failed rulers. They had neither the courage nor the grit to lead their realm to prosperity. As they demonstrated, Starward is much improved by their absence. The Edict of Storm is ended as well. And I have breathed fresh air for the first time since I returned to Ironheart. You managed to accomplish what my forces could not. More importantly, you have abated Kyros' anger for the time being. With the great stalemate of the conquest ended, surely we have earned the favor of Tunon and Kyros alike. Every deed you accomplish in the name of the disfavored proves our right to rule these lands. Ash bows a fist and enthusiastically pumps it in the air. How did it feel, Fatebinder? I have not had the distinction of breaking an edict, much less several. It felt less like breaking a spell and more like absorbing it. Strange distinction. I would offer you some comforting assurance that this will pass, but that would be an empty promise. Your actions at Vendrion's Well have caused us all to expect more than you were ever prepared to shoulder as a legal clerk. Living up to your admittedly high expectation will do more than merely get you through the war. There are greater things to come once the dust settles. So what are our next steps? First thing first, my soldiers reported on your activities in the Blade Grave. They saw what happened when you broke the Edict of Storms. The power of this edict flowed through you like the wind. No one could account for it, but I have my suspicions. You're becoming powerful, perhaps in ways I don't even understand. I can't explain it, but when I break edicts or access spires, I feel stronger. These are tools beyond the ken of people or archons alike. Take care that you don't overstep your bounds. In Kyros' hierarchy, someone always notices. With that out of the way, let us return to the matter of war. Our position in the tiers is strengthening by the day, but there is still work to be done. It's time to broaden our scope in this war. There are two regions of interest, and either of them would strengthen our hold on the realm. Latian's Crossing is home to merchants and skilled forge-bound artisans. The Burning Library was the home of all knowing sages before Kyros reduced it to cinders. Not much choice. I'll return to the Burning Library and finish what I started. If you have already made some headway in the battle against Scarlet Chorus, then I encourage you to continue, scar them from the region, and cauterize the wound left in that abominable archive. What is it you require? I will return from the Burning Library. Then the Scarlet Chorus have been ousted from the contested lands and the forbidden knowledge wrenched from their grasp. Tell me more. It's already done, mate. I have the... No, that's not... I killed the censor and her gang. The tears will not miss another Luce and her brood of vermin, and neither will I. Good work. I'd rather not say that if it's at all possible. Merrick is well and I in the contested lands. Good. He can help maintain the peace and ensure that the wisdom of the sages falls into no undeserving hands. I guess I have to say it. I have it. You, Fatebinder, I task you with keeping the archive away from prying eyes, not claiming it yourself. Surely you can help but recognize this as a breach of Kyros' law. I checked with Tunon. I need the knowledge of the archive in order to conduct this war. He didn't like that. Forbidden knowledge that Kyros decreed no one should have the freedom to access? I think not, Fatebinder. You would do just as well with honest combat and good sense on your side. Have you anything else to report? That's all. Well, what are our next steps? Our advantage against our enemies grows, and we cannot miss an opportunity to strike a decisive victory against the Archon of Secrets. You have been an asset to unsurpassed value, but there is more still to be done. Now that we have two regions under our control, the disfavored's presence is felt almost throughout all the tiers. This is as strong as we ever been. Ash gives you a determined nod, but there is something behind it that takes you by surprise. Then you notice that he's gone pale, his eyes unfocused. The Archon shakes his head and collects himself. When he shifts his attention to you, you catch a momentary confusion reflected in his gaze, as if he's trying to account for the last several seconds. Curious, Ab looks at the Archon with a wicked smile, her voice becoming a low whisper. Is it just me or the old man is showing his age? General, we await your orders at your leisure. Beric tips his head at the Archon with concern. The time has come for us to gather and descend upon the Stone Sea, where the voice of Nerat and his gangs have dug their miserable warren. Once we've dealt with the Archon, I plan to melt down his twisted helmet and drop it in the deepest ocean. First we have to secure a base in the region that will give us a position of strength to rally our fighters and take the war to the Archon's doorstep. Are you ready? You look pale. Ash, anything I can do to assist? If I look weary, it's because that damnable Archon of Secrets has vexed me for too long. By far. We are better rid of him. And I won't have you wasting time on issues that don't concern you. Do you truly think you can defeat the Archon of Secrets? Do you doubt it? I'm not naive to the Archon's power. The voice of Nerat uses madness to cloak his brilliance, but never mistake it. He is mad. Cold tactics and logical approach will always win out against the likes of him. I'm ready. Where do I start? I sent an advanced unit of disfavored forces into the Stone Sea, but the Scarlet Chorus presence in the region has them threatened in the location called Howling Rock. I dispatched a support unit to assist, which you can find at the Jagged Maw Shrine. They will need your help clearing a path to Howling Rock. Why does the support unit need my help? The tribe of beastmen occupies the region, and they aren't quick to tolerate a human element in what they imagine to be their territory. They are no concern of mine, so cut down as many as you see fit to complete the mission. Garb yourself in their skins for all that I care. Just get my soldiers through. Beasts are more than capable fighters, and they ripped more than one of our countrymen to shreds during the conquest. Ash has no love lost for their kind. My Earthshakers have a plan to blight the land, starving the Scarlet Chorus in their home territory. Offer them any help they need and see my will done upon with the voices of Nerat. We are nearly at the end. I can feel the Archon's doom ahead of us like the peace at the end of slaughter. Farewell. Alright. Looks good. Okay, looks like we are ready to go out. And Stone Sea? Where is that place? Jagged Maw Shrine, Halfgate. This territory is called the Stone Sea. Alright, then go to the small shrine. Jaganmo is a well-trafficked area, close to the outskirts of the region and short distance from the region's few settlements. Beastmen have been fascinated with the area since Cairns' fall and the formation of the Stone Sea, believing the unusual rock formations to be tied to the dying Archon they revere. The heavy human presence here has driven them off, which has only increased tensions between them and local settlers. Joy! No, let's just go to the mountain spire. Maybe get rid of Lantry for now. Maybe add the kills in shadow. Joy! However, I'm hesitant to replace anyone else. Corpse Eye, you got something? Not really. Oh, you wanna talk?
That's twice now you've undone one of Kairos' edicts. If you're trying to invite the wrath of the Overlord, good job.
Good job!
The Edict of Storms promised to be the death of the peninsula. I have no idea how the Unbroken lasted as long as they did. What with the blighted crops, obliterated roads, and the erratic flooding. What is it you need?
Nothing. Oh, only when crits? That's kinda lame. Okay, can we... I don't know who we should replace. Are we keeping Gab? I mean, we really should keep Barrick, because... he's such a badass. However, his armor is obsolete. Maybe get rid of Barrick and Lantry. Oh, it's only Lantry, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's have Kills in Shadow.
Fate binder wants beast woman?
Oh yeah. I come instead of Barrack. And let's have verse 2 because we're going against the Scarlet Chorus. Let's replace Lantry. Where are you, verse? Oh. How does it feel? Not only have you given the voice to the Overlord's will, but you're breaking Kyros's magic left and right. Oh, she wants to talk. I'm exposing myself to powers that I don't understand. Worries about taking risk, and you're putting yourself out there more than anyone. I can't help but respect that. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have a mind for arcane wisdom. I'll do whatever I can to get our little gang through this war, and if it ever looks like your strength is flagging, I'll put you out of your misery and take control. Cheer up!
What do you need?
Yeah, I need you.
I suppose I'd hate to deprive you. Let's be off.
Lantry. Alright. Kyo's shadow is so weak. Okay, accessories. You take one of... Oh, come you have two? What is this? Can you really have two? No, no, no. The second one doesn't work, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Whatever, have that. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, have the parry. Well, what is that? When critically hit? Bits and resolve and trap detection. Eh. What is that? Yeah, whatever. We need to gear them up. How is she doing? She's definitely finesse based. So let's have 2 points for it. That's quite expensive. It's still okay. Let's just have some attack. Yeah, let's do that. But we gotta make sure that she gets light armor. It's heavy armor. It's light armor. That's heavy too. It's light. That's only a glove. Is this better? Yeah, this is better. Is this better? Less recovery. Well, that's fine. More accuracy. Oh, come on. Okay, she looks okay, but most of all we need some weapons. Oh, Barrick had a legendary weapon. Where are you, Barrick?
My Lord Binder, what can I do for you?
No. Yeah, let's...
If you would have me travel...
Okay, let's just add him just quickly. Take away his weapon. Not? Okay, whatever. Let's unequip the shield. Seriously? Well, whatever. Okay. Kills in shadow.
Fate bind
Yeah. Come. Barrick gets kicked. You get in. And we're definitely using that one. Which is the other one we are using? Resolute. Two-handed, one-handed. Oh, that's no good. Enraged on clear. Yeah. I am. What is this? This looks like the ideal one. So with this, she's gonna have crazy DPS. Yeah. And we definitely don't need that one. And not really sure what to do with this one. Is there a... We got 8 points I have to spend. No, what the hell? Oh, that's really strong. Hit precision, no, that's no good. Is there a way you can defend yourself? Melee reach is good to have. Armor. Yes, one of that. Also more damage. The melee reach would be nice. What you got here? That's good. Maybe go for one of that. What is the last one? Some attack. And what is this? Only from stealth. One-handed, two-handed. Okay, let's just get that one. Should be fine. And start working on the Titan route. Skill tree. First needs a few points as well. Maybe we can increase her survivability. That was her problem. What this does? Knocks them prone. That sounds good. That's not so good. Let's go for the prone one. Fine. It's really good. Wow, dual wield damage, yes. It's not that great. What is the last one? Some good AoE. 1 minute. Damage over time. Yeah, let's just go with that. Oh yeah. Level 14, that's crazy. Anyway, I know this was kind of a... just... the second part of this episode was almost just leveling up, tweaking the party, preparing for the, I don't know, final push against the Scarlet Chorus. Anyway, but hope you had fun and see you in the next one.